Yo everyone, it's Adion here. Sorry for the little break that I've had, but I am back and I'll be bringing you more guides in the near future. So let's get into it. Today we're going to be covering a Glaceon, the ice type evolution. Let's first start with the ability. Eevee has Runaway. When the Pokemon would be affected by a hindrance, the hindrance is negated, and this will go on cooldown once it's triggered. But when it evolves into Glaceon, it becomes Snowcloak. When the Pokemon would be affected by a hindrance, the hindrance is negated, and the Pokemon starts sneaking and becomes invisible for a short time. This ability will go on cooldown once it is triggered. Glaceon's basic attack becomes boosted on every 3 attacks, dealing increased damage and giving the user 1 Ice Crystal when the boosted attack hits. Eevee's first moves are Swift and Tail Whip. Swift. Create 4 stars around the user for a short time afterward. Each time the user hits an opposing Pokemon with a basic attack, one of the stars will shoot out and deal additional damage to that Pokemon. During a boosted attack, it would be 2 stars. Tail Whip. The user hits the opposing Pokemon with its tail, dealing damage and decreasing the Pokemon's defense, special defense, movement speed for a short time. The user's next basic attack after using this move will become a boosted attack. At level 4, Eevee evolves into Glaceon and can either learn Icicle Sphere or Icy Wind. Icicle Sphere. The user launches all of its stored ice crystals in rapid succession at a designated opposing Pokemon. If the user has no ice crystal when this move is used, 2 ice crystals are instantly created and are launched at the target. The crystals also shatter on impact, dealing area of effect damage. Icy Wind. The user moves a short distance in a designated direction, and its next basic attack launches all stored ice crystals at an opposing Pokemon, dealing damage to it. The user then regains the same number of ice crystals that it has launched. If the user hits the same opposing Pokemon with 4 or more ice crystals, the Pokemon's movement speed is decreased for a short time. The more ice crystals that hit the Pokemon, the stronger the movement speed decrease effect is. If the user has no ice crystal when Freeze Dry. This move increases your special attack for a short time. During this move, the user shoots out freezing bursts of air in a forward direction. The burst of air explodes upon hitting an enemy or traveling a set distance. For every opposing Pokemon hit by the explosion, the user gains 2 ice crystals. The explosion also leaves behind an ice zone, which leave enemies slowed. At level 6, Glaceon can either learn Ice Shard or Freeze Dry. Ice Shard. This move increases your movement speed for a short time. Then afterwards, the user's basic attack speed increases for a short time, and its basic attacks change into attacks that hurl chunks of ice. These chunks of ice deal damage to opposing Pokemon they hit and decrease the movement speed for a short time. Also, every time a chunk of ice hits an opposing Pokemon, you gain 2 ice crystals. If you use this move while using Icicle Sphere, you gain 2 ice crystals. At level 9, Glaceon gets its Unite move, Glacial Stage. The user leaps up into the air, creating an ice zone in front of it that deals damage to opposing Pokemon in an area of effect. While the user is in the ice zone, its movement speed is increased, and it gains 1 ice crystal whenever a set amount of time passes. The movement speed of opposing Pokemon in the ice zone are slowed. And there you have it guys, Glaceon. Honestly, I'm trash. Trash with Glaceon. It's not my type of Pokemon I like to use, unfortunately, but I've seen what it can do in really good hands. But yeah, good to be back. Sorry about the break again, and yeah, what do you call it? I'll be bringing out more shortly. Also, probably look out for shorts and stuff as well. I want to start creating a lot more stuff for YouTube, so keep a lookout. Well, that's it for me. Adion out. Bye.